See, here's the thing. We can leave everything and still have stuff we didn't know we didn't leave. And that's the case for all of us. In fact, I'll tell you this tonight. There's stuff right now that you're still holding that you don't know you're holding. And then there's stuff that you know you're holding, you just say you're not holding it anymore. How do I know? Because I'm doing the same thing. So this is not prophetic or judgmental. It's just the truth that we're all living in. And so when Peter says, we've left everything to follow you, Peter understands what it costs. He just doesn't understand how to do it yet. And I think that's where a lot of us live our lives. We know what it costs. We just aren't really sure how to do it. Here's what we have to see. They left everything to follow Jesus as best they knew how. And that's all he's asking. Leave everything right now as best you know how. He'll deal with something else later on. He'll stir that stuff. And if it's already stirred, please let him deal with it. But he will stir whatever needs to be stirred as we go along the way. But here's what I want us to see. They didn't leave everything to be apostles. In fact, they didn't even get chosen to be apostles until after they'd already been following Jesus. They didn't leave everything to get to see or to do miracles. They started following Jesus before he ever did a miracle. They didn't follow Jesus to go to heaven, to be forgiven of their sins, to have blessings, to go into the ministry, or any of the other secondary reasons that we have often made primary. They left everything to follow Jesus just to be with Jesus. Discipleship is first and foremost about being with Jesus. And it never stops being about being with Jesus. That's why, for those of you that are in the reading group on Facebook, that's why Joanne pointed out this week in Matthew 1, one of the first things we're told about Jesus is that he is Emmanuel, God with us. And then in Matthew, the last thing Jesus said is, I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. Matthew's first and last words were the miracle of Jesus being with us. But discipleship is when we learn how to be with Jesus, because there's a difference. Him being here and us being with him are two totally different things. Now, the good news is he's always here. So there is always a welcome invitation. The bad news is it's up to us to lay some stuff down and to get rid of some stuff that's been in the way.